Hey guys, I'm Vic. I'm a tech recruiter, and I've spent the past 15 years of my life hiring software engineers. So in 2020, when we first got hit with COVID, I started noticing some resumes and LinkedIn profiles that felt really off. Then I came across some articles discussing how once companies started moving toward a remote first work environment to flatten the COVID curve, this presented a huge opportunity for engineers in lower cost countries like China to trick American companies into hiring them on the pretext that they were already based in the US. From 10,000 miles away, these developers in China can easily interview for the position, perform all of their tasks, never have to meet anybody in person, and earn an American salary 4 times higher than what they would otherwise on a local employment contract in China. According to payscale.com, the average software engineer salary in China is just under 246,000 yuan, which is equivalent to almost $35,000 USD. Based on my own interactions, these developers pretending to be in the US, they're typically looking for a salary around 140,000 US dollars. They're usually using a false name, a false LinkedIn photo, a false location. How do I know this? The LinkedIn photo never matches the face that I meet on Zoom. Other times you'd get a cartoon or avatar type of character like these. There's a lot of sunglasses wearing too. Basically, any means necessary to conceal their true identity. They'll also often use Western sounding names that you normally wouldn't find among locals in China. Jack Jones and Mike Brown, for example. Since they claim to work and live in all sorts of American cities like Los Angeles, New York, and San Francisco, I'll trip them up by asking questions only locals of these places would know the answers to. And this is where they really struggle and expose themselves. You might pick up on some other things as well, such as resistance to turn on their camera. They don't want you to see that the LinkedIn photo doesn't match reality. And when they do turn on their camera, they'll often use a stock Zoom background like a beach, a library, a studio. That way you can't see any of their other co-scammers running around in the background of this call center type of environment. With the stock Zoom background, you also can't see that it's pitch black night outside their window in China. And if you ever invite them to meet in person, whether it's for an interview, for training, even a quick coffee, they'll reject you every single time. Even if you're just a block away from their supposed address. Fear of catching COVID used to be their go-to excuse for not wanting to meet in person, which naturally was very effective. But now in 2023, it just doesn't hold up in quite the same way anymore, and they know that. Family reasons. That's become the new go-to excuse to not come into the office ever. This is definitely something you want to avoid because, number one, you probably don't want to work with liars who are overcharging you. But also, this whole scam is identity fraud. It's a felony. Hopefully these videos will help you understand how these scams work and also help you avoid them when hiring for your company.